attitude of a sense of something, then I could create things around it. You know, you always have one thread, and then everything else just kind of build you up to that moment, just like an opera. The idea to set up the magazine wasn't based on the idea that I wanted to achieve being an art director. The idea was just, I was doing a 9-to-5 job that I liked, and just one day, on my day off, I just decided to do something else because the job I was doing at that time didn't give me enough opportunity to communicate some sense of ideas that I wanted to do. Instead of getting writers to write about teenagers, what I decided to do is I went on the computer and I Googled when I was 17, and everything that we found was the content of the magazine. When I Googled when I was 17. I've always loved independent ideas. I always like people that work independently, and most great projects today, even if they end up being really big or corporate, it always starts from an idea of one person in a room, or one idea that people have. And so, but what I like about Ben was because Ben has a space, and with this space, I could actually be able to communicate with certain audience, and I really appreciate that. So I felt it was very appropriate for me to introduce that kind of person.
You know, in the bookshop, I really want to, as you say, bring together lots of different ideas into one place. My memory is that you came in and you felt very strongly about the magazine yourself, and you're confident about it, but not sort of bragging about it. But you're very confident that what you're doing is, you know, is worth something. You know, it's and it's worth looking at.
People like Ben, they wanted to have a voice in what to do, and they're trying to find the same people that have those kind of voices.
We're still physical beings in a physical world, and we still need to refer to each other and respond to each other in a physical way. And so I think having Kilimanjaro in a box is intriguing for people. I think it's one of the magazines that people come in and say, you know, what is that? And they're very intrigued to open it up and look at it. Yeah, and we're lucky we have a great big table that people can open it up on top of. Yeah.
And I thought print is really the freedom of speech. You know, it's just, I can do what I want, write what I want, and I think that's the main reason. It doesn't have to be so commercially successful to be really good. It doesn't have to be everybody, you know. I struggled all my life to break those barriers myself, so I'm not really interested in promoting those barriers.
I'm responding to where they're trying to go, and I'm trying to go there too with them, you know, because I'm putting the books out there, which I also think are trying to go there as well. So we're all heading in a general direction, and some are following and some are leading, and I think we're all in that general flux. So I see that, yeah, in the same way.
Yeah, it's a good vibe. Yeah, I think it's a lovely good vibe, you know, it's nice.
Do you remember the joking thing I said that I think in the future, a bit like Andy Warhol's, in the future everybody will be famous for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
My jokey sort of scenario is in the future we'll all produce our own magazines. You know, so I think for that reason, there will have to be places to sell the better known ones.